There's a lot of conversation about doing IVs for patients, and I know it's a really tempting thing to do when you're a new injector, you're thinking about a way to get in business. I did it too. We saw the IV poles and the pressure bags and all the things. I would actually advise against it, and here's why. It takes so much time to get a infusion in your patients when all you have to do is give them injection. Now, if they're throwing up and they can't keep water down, sure, you can give them an IV bag, but I guarantee you that no one's coming into your clinic throwing up, and so they can, if they're hungover, they can drink a Gatorade or they can drink some water. But what's really going to help them is just injections. And when you do injections, I would argue that they absorb more of it because it's going into their muscle, not just in their bloodstream to be filtered through their kidneys. All the vitamins that you want, you can order from your compounding pharmacy. We use vitamin D and vitamin B. Glutathione is another popular one. So many different things you can do. It's so simple and easy, and you don't have to sit there, one, trying to get an IV. You're always going to have a difficult IV start. Then you're going to have an IV in someone and you'll think, well, I'll just go chart while the IV goes in, but it'll be positional. They'll move their arm. You'll come back and check with them. It won't be dripping. So then you'll readjust it, and then you're going to feel like you're going to have to sit there. And so now you're going to sit with someone for an hour and a half while you try to get their IV fluids to go in them, and it's just not worth your time, especially with so many IV bars popping up, especially in this Portland area. They can get it for so cheap. It's really hard to be competitive. So I'm just going to tell you, order your vitamin B and your vitamin D and your glutathione and anything else you want to give people that you would normally put in the IV, and just draw it up and give it to them when they're getting their tox or getting their filler. It's super quick and they get all the benefits of the vitamins. So the only thing to know is when you're doing something in oil like vitamin D, it is going to get cloudy like this. You cannot inject it with a 27 or a 30 gauge needle. It's going to leak all over the place because it's too thick to go through that needle. So draw it up with an 18 gauge and then switch it out and put a 25 gauge. We like a 25 gauge 1 inch. That works really, really well. And then we just keep it all drawn up like this. So vitamin D is definitely more expensive. We get them just like this. So, you know, that's basically one serving in each tiny little bottle. We do take the cap off because you can get a little bit more out of it. So instead of it being 100,000 units, you can actually get 130,000 units. There's about 0.3 extra in every single vial. So you could also have like a small and a large dose of vitamin D if you wanted to break that up. That's something you could do. The vitamin B, you can also get highly concentrated vitamin B. So right now we're using a 5,000 microgram per ml. So all we have to give people is 0.2 or 0.4 if we want a nice dose of vitamin supplement. Or you can order, if you think like, oh my goodness, Amy, I would not need that much vitamin, it would end up expiring. Then you can just get 1,000 micrograms per ml and get a 5 ml like vial. So then basically you're just going to do that. One vial would be for 5 people. So just like a pretty cheap add-on for people. We do free vitamin B for everyone on weight loss and everyone on hormone support. We don't do the free vitamin D just because it is expensive and harder to get. Like if I had everyone on vitamin D, I don't even think I could keep up with getting that much from the pharmacies. So that's a little bit harder to get my hands on. I would say you do need to check labs. You know, you don't want to just give someone vitamin injections for a year and never check their labs. One thing we realized once we were checking labs here in clinic is that there's a fair amount of people that are actually too high on vitamin B, which can cause its own complications like hair loss. So you don't want to just like pile vitamins in someone. I usually say about 3 injections before I'm going to check their labs. If you're a nurse who you've worked in the hospital, you're super comfortable drawing labs, really easy thing to add into your clinic. Make an account with Quest or Ulta Lab or whatever lab is near you and just draw your own labs. They send you all the supplies for free. A courier comes into your clinic, picks up the labs. They make it so easy and the prices are really low. I mean, super reasonable for drawing these labs. So again, another super easy service that you can offer people that they just really couldn't get unless they went their PCP. And a lot of PCPs and insurance won't even pay for a vitamin B or a vitamin D or certainly like a hormone panel. So just a really easy way to add some more services without it being much of a struggle, you know, easy, very supportive to their health. If you're looking at your clinic being more of like a wellness clinic, that's a really good thing to do. So I would ex-nay the IV bags. Don't do it. I'm telling you, you're going to regret it. Bring in the IM and the SubQ vitamin support and you will be so happy. It's a great thing to add.